Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Performance in Motion with your host, Dr. Deniz.
Okay, folks, we're back for our second segment with my friend who is a burst of sunshine, Miss Tamara Bonafede-Alleger.
You're funny.
Thank you. That's one of my many talents.
Exactly.
That's so awesome. Well, I want to get into a little bit. Now, you're a healthy, strong, caring female, and this is important because there's a lot of ones out there that have been through a lot of stuff where they're not at your level. And one of the things that I see with you is your weight training and all of your discipline has created this beautiful, flower both outside and inside. So I guess my question is, how a lot of women say, well, if I lift weights, I'm going to get big. Can we sort of talk about that right now?
Oh, my gosh. I wish that was true. I've heard it a lot when I was training people. Yes.
Yeah. So in reality, can you tell the folks out here on this station, on this podcast, the truth about weightlifting as a woman and getting big muscles?
Sure. Wow. I wish it was easy. Dedication is a huge part of it, but you're not going to turn into a huge muscle-bound person just because you're lifting weights. If it were that easy, there'd probably be a lot more people doing it. But now what I've realized is that that's certainly, at 65 especially, that's not the priority anymore. And certainly I do care what I look like, but now it's all about staying healthy and feeling good. And that was the hardest part for me, was going from the way I did it old school till meeting you.
Yeah,
so
I can relate. I was a musclehead for about 15, 16 years, and being a former hockey player, I was super strong. And by the way, folks, I didn't do roids or growth hormone or anything like that. This was just, I know that you have the Italian descent in you, and I'm Turkish and Greek, so I have very similar blood running through my veins and just super strong. But over time, did some damage. I want to get back to, so you were a trainer, you were a fitness professional, or you're doing classes. Just give us 5 of your best exercises, especially for females, that would help them to sort of shape and have that look that most women kind of want.
Okay. Well, first of all, certainly you have to have some kind of an aerobic activity going on in your life. And I recommend at least 4, that would be a minimum, times a week. Daily would be great, even if it was just walking. Certainly at this age, I do a lot of that because of my 3 dogs. They can't be ignored, so they don't get to go to the gym, so I do have to walk them.
All right.
And then as far as weightlifting, I mean, you kind of pick something for each body part that you can use and be, well, I'm excited because you're in the middle of teaching me how to retrain myself so that I don't keep hurting myself. I can't do that anymore. So, to me, it was biceps, triceps, your back.
Gotcha.
Core now is the big deal. It used to be stomach muscles. I would do 300 sit-ups, and it was not getting me nearly as far as now that you've taught me the importance of core. So that's a priority. And then, of course, your legs. So
cool. So, for a lot of just people in general that I hear about, well, I just need to walk or I just need to do some cardio. That's not really the truth. So when we're talking about leg exercises, let's just say I was your client right now, just for general strengthening. So can you give us just 2 right now?
For legs?
Yeah, for legs.
Lunges, if you can do them, are the best, I think. Love the lunges.
Absolutely.
You really get good effects from that. And then, well, I don't know how I would explain the the new exercise that you taught me, I love. What is that called? Where you bend over and lift your back leg.
Oh, the seesaw.
Seesaw.
Yeah, so
Those two are my favorite.
Because we don't have video right now, I'll kind of describe it. It's really a variation of a deadlift, and more specifically, it's a one-legged Romanian deadlift. And the difference between a regular deadlift and a Romanian deadlift is that your knee is bent, and you're only going down to basically your shin, which in essence keeps your back safer than, the old school type deadlifts. And the great thing, you've come so far with it, is that balance and coordination component where, so if I was going to ask you on that seesaw, on that one-legged deadlift where you're reaching down to your shin, can I ask you, what muscles do you think that works?
Oh, my gosh. Ladies, the bottom is very important, as we all know. So, especially at 65, you do not get to have a tight bottom unless you work it very hard. So, these two exercises, in my opinion, are two of the best for that area. So, yes. And then overall, the rest of your legs, of course. But then when your core gets activated, it's amazing how hard it starts out to be, but how it becomes so fluent.
Very cool. And just for our folks out there, what is your sort of definition of what makes up the core? Like just a general.
Oh my gosh. It's way more than I thought it was. Oh my gosh. 300 sit-ups is nothing compared to what actually fires when your core is engaged.
Wow.
It's amazing. And it's so invigorating. And I'm like, at 65, so excited that I have new tricks that I can do.
You should see her little dance right now. I wish we had the video, but super cute.
It's awesome.
Awesome. Well, what's great is to see your passion and your discipline. And I could see how you excelled at ballet for that length of time, because I've met a lot of professional dancers and people who've danced back east, and their careers were not that long, especially in ballet. And then with the working out for 40-plus years, no, that's almost unheard of, and to still look the way that you do.
Oh, thank you. I think Catholic school is what started it all. And honestly, I was so used to being disciplined that I thought, oh my gosh, bodybuilding is perfect for me because you have to have perfect form and you have to be regimented. And probably I should have gone in the Army, but that didn't happen. So bodybuilding was just everything to me.
Nice. So give us a quick, meal plan for the day that you presently do so we could help others who may be struggling to maintain their weight, whether male or female, it doesn't really matter, and just want to be healthier. So can you run through like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks real quick?
Sure. So for me, for breakfast, most of the time, because I'm in a hurry, I will eat it's almost like a half a cup or more of berries and raspberries and strawberries,
Nice.
all that, with some chia seeds, like
Cool.
2 tablespoons, and then protein powder. And I cut up some banana because I like to chew my food. I don't like to drink it.
Nice.
So that's what I eat a lot for breakfast.
Cool.
And finding a good protein bar on occasion is very important, I think, for snacking or some kind of, fresh vegetables,
Nice.
fruit. Lunch is always a big green leafy salad. I don't measure any of the extra virgin olive oil I put on it.
Cool.
I think it's good for us. I used to have such guilt over that. With sunflower seed or pumpkin seeds I put in it, and
Cool.
all kinds of veggies. And then some kind of a snack, like I mentioned.
Yeah.
And then dinner is always a really good protein. My favorite is salmon.
Nice.
And lots of vegetables is what I prefer.
Very cool. Do you ever have any cravings in the evening or not really?
Not too much, but if I do, sometimes I'll eat, for whatever reason, I like dried cherries. They're supposed to be a really good thing to eat later in the day if you have a bit of a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
So that. Cool. And but hard-boiled eggs are always a good thing for snacking on, especially if you're hungry, because it's protein.
Yes. And folks, from a scientific point of view, there's a thing called bioavailability. And what that means in layman's terms is how your body sort of processes the protein into muscle. Eggs have one of the highest. It's almost like 97 or 98%. Now, if we were to compare that to, let's say, pork is like 40-something, like 45%. And then beans and legumes are, around that, a little bit lower than that. So isn't that interesting that one of the simplest foods out there tastes good and really good for you, especially when you're lifting weights?
It's awesome. And because you can have them always be ready. Just, I hard boil a whole bunch of them a couple times a week, and they're always there. That way I don't have to think about grabbing something I shouldn't be eating.
Absolutely. And, Tamara is making a great point. Food prep.
Yes. For me, it's an hour every day before work that I make Ron and my salads.
Wow. Did you hear that, folks? So Tamara actually gets up early to do food prep for herself and her husband for the rest of the day. Oh, my God. We're done with our second segment. We have a few seconds left, and this is Dr. Deniz. We have a lot more information to find out from Tamara in our third segment coming up. And we are speaking at WSRadio.com, the worldwide leader in Internet talk. See you soon.
Thank you for listening to WS Radio. Improve your business and your life with useful information from experts and thought leaders. WS Radio is radio with ROI.
Are you losing the battle with technology? Tired of struggling with IT? Ready to meet your IT dream team? Centrix IT is Southern California's leader in IT management. A 4-time winner of San Diego's fastest growing privately held companies, Centrix IT has provided Fortune 500 managed IT services to small and medium businesses for over 13 years. Put an end to your struggle with technology today at CentrixIT.com. CentrexIT.com.
Life is full of misadventures, from car crashes to home fires to getting choked out on the mat. Yes, I said getting choked out because I'm Carlos Kramer, jiu-jitsu competitor, MMA and media personality, and mild-mannered insurance agent. You can follow my adventures on Kick-Ass Radio, and I can protect you from life's misadventures at Kramer Insurance. Home, auto, life, business, and workers' comp. We're at KramerINS.com, and I want you to join my world.
Are your feet hurting you? I mean, really hurting you so much that you can't come to the fair and enjoy other activities with your friends? If so, you may have plantar fasciitis, a chronic inflammation of the connective tissues in the foot. I'm Holly Halsey. I'm a licensed acupuncturist, and I can help you with your pain. I invite you to visit me at my webpage, AccuSageHouseCalls.com. That's ACUSSAGE, housecalls.com. Find out what pain-free feels like.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.
Do you want to be a professional coach? Are you in business trying to make a real difference with people you manage or work with? Have you started a coaching practice that isn't quite getting off the ground? Get the skills you need to be a successful coach today with the Coaches Training Program from Accomplishment Coaching. The Coaches Training Program will show you how to help others focus and be more fulfilled. Whether you want to improve your company's bottom line or create a thriving coaching practice, Accomplishment Coaching can give you the distinctions and practices you need to coach others effectively today. Accomplishment Coaching has spent 6 years developing a cutting-edge coaches training program that will have you ready to coach people professionally in just 12 months, and you don't have to take time off work to do it. To find out more about the Coaches Training Program, just call 1-888-548-6813. That's 1-888-548-6813. 548-6813.